Hi guys, this is going to be an epic unboxing. I am going to unbox with you my very first Hermes bag. This is one of those things that I dreamt of. I thought about it a lot, but I never thought I would actually own a bag from Hermes. The background to this purchase wasn't a happy one, unfortunately. I was actually going through a really rough patch, and then one morning I woke up and I thought, you know what, life is too short, nothing's guaranteed in life, and you know what, I'm probably gonna buy this bag eventually, so F it, I'm just gonna get it today. So that day itself, we were lucky because we went to a store that actually had the bag that we want, and we got it that afternoon itself. Now that's not to say that's how my thought process is for all my purchases, but that was what it was for this baby here. I've got a little accessory here which I'll show you guys as well, but the bag is in here. Can you guys guess what it is? It's a big bag. I got this at a store called Gallery Rare. It's in Mandarin Gallery. Just so happened that they had what we were looking for. The service there was amazing. It's actually a Japanese store, and that branch is like their first branch outside of Japan. The sales staff was wonderful as well. Comes in this box like this. It didn't have any ribbons or whatever. I knew that I wasn't going to get my bag from the actual Hermes store because number one, I wasn't willing to go through all these loops that they would make you jump across, and number two, this is a very expensive bag. It's like, it averages for like 5 digits, so when you buy a bag this expensive, you want to be able to choose, at least I want to be able to choose the exact color, the leather, the hardware, everything to a T. Okay, so without further ado, let's open this baby up. Enough yapping. Okay. Right, so this is the very famous orange box. There's nothing, like nothing on it basically. So this bag is a pre-loved bag. So the store that we went to, they had one section for pre-loved and they had another section for brand new. So I wasn't really too particular whether it was new or pre-loved. It just had to be in very good condition. Of course, the pre-loved bags are slightly cheaper, but it was more of, it was in the combination that I wanted. All right. I love that the inside of it has a little pillow for the bag to sit on, and it came with the original receipt. It came with like the care instructions for the bag, because apparently there's a need to educate people, but I actually learned quite a bit from this particular packet. And then the original ribbons, and this is actually the poncho or the raincoat. It comes with 2 raincoats. The other one is in the bag itself. So can you guys already guess what it is? I'll put this aside. Right, so this is the bag. I fell in love when I saw it. So we did see a few and we just always, like, somehow we walked away from them because it wasn't it. But when I tried this on and when I even saw it, I just like, that is the bag. So I'm gonna unbox it. So let's unbag it. Can't see my expression, but I'm really happy. So let me break it down for you in terms of the name of the bag, because it's quite a long name. This is the Hermes Birkin in size 30. So it is 30 centimeter. I think when you calculate from here, I probably should know that, but this is the size 30. It is in the color Rouge Cassade. I should also probably already know that, but it's rouge something. It's a really beautiful, vibrant red color. They have, like, Hermes does this thing with colors where there's so many different shades of colors. Just rates itself, there's probably like 50 or 100 shades that you can choose from, greens and blues and grays, but I felt like this color was just like the color that was made for me. It's so deep, it's so red, it's so rich, and I love it. With the gold hardware, so you have the palladium hardware, which is sort of white, silverish, and then you have the gold hardware, which is just full-on gold color. The leather of this is called the Epsom leather. So the Epsom leather is sort of a lot more structured. The Togo leather is very famous and very popular, but I wanted my bag to be an Epsom leather because I wanted the structure to it. This was the bag, and I saw it and I just fell in love with it. This was a pre-loved bag. It was a stamp something, so depending on the year it was published as stamp something. So this was manufactured in 2017. Each bag is 100% handmade from start to finish by the same HERMES like craftsman, and it takes an average of about 48 hours to complete this bag. I love this bag, so I'm gonna show you like a little bit more around it, and I have used this a couple of times already. I can't help myself. Some of you on Instagram are already like messaging me like, what is that? What's that peeking behind you? What is that? I see it, I see it. What is it? This is it. Let me the whole way of putting this together was also a little bit difficult. I wasn't trained on it. I guess I made my decision in the store so fast that I think the lady thought that I had like 30 Birkins at home already, so she didn't really run me through on how to package them and all that, so I had to like figure it out by myself. But essentially this is a Birkin, and a Birkin, like the closed way, is meant to look like this. So I'm gonna open it and share a little bit with you guys. So there are two locks here. All the plastic and everything on the hardware was still intact, so I shall open it like this, and this is the little keyhole. I'm just gonna take this leather, like this protector. This protector I think is meant to prevent any of the hardware from scratching one another. And then you've got the keys inside. There's actually a lock in the box as well, so if you want to lock yours. Let me get all the stuffing out for you first. The bag literally came with this as the stuffing. That's it. And I think even if you get like a brand new one, it only comes with this. So I have put in my own like bubble wraps in there because I really want it to keep its shape. So I'll show you how I usually wear it. So I prop it like that, and then these would go in here, and ta-da! This is how I would usually be carrying it, like that and like that. The inside is just plain open, so a lot of people get different organizers and all that. I will look into that. And I have the other raincoat in here because I actually never thought I would need this, but there was one day where we went out and it really rained, so I really had to protect this because these bags are very delicate. And then you have like the like a big open compartment here, and then behind this slot as well there is like a zip section that you could put stuff there. But honestly, usually when I use this bag, I actually just dump everything here, maybe in the slot, but pretty much that's how I would carry it. This actually does happen quite a bit, so I get why people usually just carry it open just like this, because they don't want to scratch this part. Because I don't know, sometimes you just want to expand your bag and take stuff, so it's actually quite a good mechanism. Bottom of it comes with 4 little stands, and they actually all have plastic, or used to have. This one came out, but yeah, I'll probably need to get protectors for that as well. So the reason why I got a Birkin in the end was I actually found it to be quite okay on my size, to be carrying this even for like date nights and all that. It actually looks quite proportioned to my body. The 30 I feel is like the perfect size for me. I can probably go a bit smaller, it will look a bit odd. I can probably go a bit bigger, but 30 is like the perfect size. I can carry this out for dinner, I can carry this out for work, and it's just very versatile. The color is just amazing. Because it takes such a long time to pack this bag back into the box, sometimes I just like leave it on my in my room, and every time I look at it, it just takes my breath away. Like, it's so pretty. You're dead again, it's so pretty. My experience with this bag so far, you do have to think a little bit about what you're gonna do that day or when you go out with it, and think about, okay, is there space for me to put it? Is it going to knock into anyone? The weather, is it raining? Is it going to like get scratched or whatever? Because like it or not, I definitely am a little bit scared when I go out with this bag as compared to my other bags. Because of the Epsom leather, I think it holds its shape and everything really nicely. Would suit you if you're a little bit more dressed up, or like for example today, if I were to wear this, I guess I can, but it would look better if I was wearing something a little bit more like dressy. But if you were to get like the Togo leather, I think that's a lot more casual. There is a little like scuff here, not scuff, I think it's just like a bend. It's the way that the previous owners stored it. So I guess that's the downside of the Epsom leather. While it holds its shape really well throughout the years, and it looks just super structured and really classy. I realized that they do have these indentations around this area just because the leather is just so stiff, just all around. I have loved using this. It definitely gets a lot of attention, sometimes a little bit unwanted. I remember I was wearing this to meet a friend once, and this girl just literally comes up to me, and you know, like there's a personal space boundary, but she came up so close to me and just like looks at my bag, and I was like, why would you do that? And you definitely get a lot of stares. I have definitely gotten a lot of like up and down looks from people, but I've also gotten a lot of compliments on this bag as well. Like, they love the color, they just love it. It just looks very, very beautiful. We also got like a little small accessory. This was brand new, resold in Gallery Rare as well. Yes, it's a rodeo. I couldn't really decide which color to get, so I decided to go with red. So I haven't actually worn this yet. So I think this is the medium size, it's the PM size. It's not the largest, and it's not the smallest. This was brand new, so these things are just so expensive for what they are, but I thought it's just very cute. There you go, that's the radio. It's very playful, and I got it in the same color because I don't know, I didn't want to bring too much attention to it, but enough attention. But you can definitely play around a lot with these bags. You can put like scarves that just change the look of it. You can put little charms that can change the look of it. I just thought that this would be a nice way to make it just a little bit less formal. So that's the end of my unboxing of my very first Hermes bag. I am over the moon and very happy that I got this. Stay tuned for my video on like my thought process and how I actually narrowed down to getting this bag and how I got it, etc. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, leave it as a comment in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye.